Hello, duelists. It is your boy Winster, and I am back at it again with another video. I hope every single one of you guys watching is having an amazing, phenomenal, fantastic, great day. And of course, thank you for supporting. Shout out to my YouTube channel members. Shout out to Thomas Mead, Why Me, Staying Young, Anthony Looney, Jared FGC, Gabby, Quick, Jay, Hunter, Veggie Ubel, Yu-Gi-Oh, Steve Fox, Josh McFarlane, Corey Leo, and Wolfie. Thank you all for your support and thank you for believing in the content. For those wondering, what do you get when you become a channel member? You guys get a shout out on every single full video that I drop. Early access to every single full video that I drop. And on top of that all, you guys can play games with me when I do stream. And trust me guys, it is coming. You guys could join up with me on Master Duel or Yu-Gi-Oh Pro whenever end up streaming. But believe me, it is coming. And there are ways to support the channel for absolutely freaking free. The subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. We're about to hit 5,000 subscribers, and it's thanks to every single one of you guys. 5K subscriber celebration is coming as well. Be sure to check out the description box, guys. Discord, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, very active on all those platforms. Be sure to give me a follow. Join the Discord. It's a community. We're all chatting there. And if you guys want to just chat with me directly, be sure to squad up. But let's get started on today's video. I'm sure everyone by now has seen that bombshell of a ban list that Konami dropped a couple weeks ago. And one thing in particular that I was really hyped for, guys, is Snake Eyes coming back potentially, question mark? Snake Eye Ash was at 1 for the longest, and this being a 1-card starter for the engine, but it is at 2 now, so we got a little bit better in terms of consistency. I recently posted a combo tutorial, and I really wanted to showcase some of the combos that I ended up coming up with this deck, and I'm really excited to showcase that. So that's the focal point of today's video. A deck profile is coming in very soon. I want to do my best and give you guys the best, so it may take a little bit more time, but it is coming. I just want to make sure I get all my ratios right and I get all my thoughts conveyed correctly, because there are some reasons why you're playing certain ratios of cards, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But let's get started with today's combo tutorial. I'm going to show you what the Snake Eyes deck could do. Okay, for combo number 1, it is going to be a single copy of Snake Eye Ash. Now, I want to showcase what the deck could do. It's extremely powerful in my personal opinion. You could damn near set up the same board, but one huge difference is because the banning in OSS, there's no way to go from Snake Eye Ash into the Azamina stuff or vice versa. That's the one downside to having OSS banned. You definitely miss one huge part of interaction in terms of the Omni Negate with Illa Silva, but I'll showcase what it could do. So first off, we'll go ahead and normal summon Snake Eye Ash effect. You're gonna go ahead and add Snake Eye's Poplar. Poplar effect is gonna activate because it was search, and then you're gonna go ahead and activate Poplar effect. Field spell is the Divine Temple of Snake Eyes. Here, we're gonna go ahead and activate the field spell, and then with the field spell, you are going to play Snake Eyes Diabell Star. This card is fairly important to the engine. I wouldn't say that you would play multiple copies of this, but you definitely need to play it. And then here, you just go straight into standard Snake Eyes engine, activate Snake Eye Ash. You are going to summon Snake Eye Oak. What Oak does is special summon one from the graveyard or adds it to your hand. Special back the Snake Eye Ash. Here, you're going to activate Snake Eye Oak effect to special summon from deck. And then here, you would special summon out the Flame Burge. Later, important where you position your monsters. So at the start of the combo, I would always recommend using the corners just to make sure you leave space for the link zones. Poplar effect engrave, we're going to go ahead and place back the Diabell Star. And one thing to note here, this is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th summon. So if they were Nibiru here, would still be able to do our combo because the field spell would summon out this, and then we'll get the effect of Flame Burge. So you, for the most part, have coverage at least. Not protection, coverage, if they do drop the nib on you right here. So we would activate Diabell Star that's into the spawn trap zone, place our level 1. It could be whatever. I personally would place out the Oak, place the Poplar. And now you would go ahead and use these as a link too, and go right into Closed Moon, use Closed Moon effect, or use Closed Moon to link off into Wreck effect, and you are going to start going into the Fiendsmith line. Lacrima effect, send out the Engraver. In graveyard, you would activate the Engraver effect. shuffle back the closed moon, and then here you would go right into a link 2, and I'm sure you could figure out what we're going to summon out the sequence effect. We are going to shuffle back the only 3 life fiends that we have in our graveyard. And another thing to consider is that this combo was really popular before we had a Agnum Day, or before he became popular at least. This is the combo that it would typically take. We wouldn't go into Caesar because we would need the extra body to try to go into Promethean Princess. And if we go into Lacrima equipped or Engraver equipped with the other Lacrima, you'll just go into Necro equip and then go into Caesar, then you just would lose out the body. So, and we are going to summon out the Desiree. Now we would go ahead and do Link 3 here, and then we would go into Promethean Princess. And this is where you would lose the protection, essentially, because Nib now would be able to dismantle our board. We would use the Flame Bridge effect, summon these 2 out, and then here we would use Promethean Princess to summon out the Flame Bridge from our graveyard. This is where we would be fire locked, but because Sequence is such a broken card, and Desiree will activate Sequence effect to equip it to the Desiree, and then activate Desiree after we summoned the Flame Bridge to negate this, because this is what's locking us into the fire. So we'll activate negated. Then now here you use these for a link 2, and then we will summon out the IP Masquerena, and then you would do a link 2 again, and then you would go right into Silhouette Rabbit. And then on a new chain, we would activate Silhouette Rabbit, and then we will set out the Azaroon statue. Before anything, we will activate Flame Birch to place the IP Masquerena. During our opponent's draw phase, we activate Flame Birch and put this into into the monster zone. So this is our full combo, if uninterrupted. Multiple points of interaction and whatever end up hand traps that we have in our hand, because this is a 1-card combo. Pretty strong in my opinion. Combo number 2 is going to be a 2-card combo. It's going to be Snake Eye Ash and Deception of the Sinful Spoils. The combo is going to start off the same. We're going to go ahead and normal summon Snake Eye Ash, and then we're going to go ahead and search out Poplar effect. We're going to go ahead and add field spell, activate field spell, place Snake Eye Diabelle, just like last time. Ash effect, summon out the Oak effect, summon back out the Ash. Oak effect, summon out the Flame Birch. Poplar effect, place the Diabelle Star, activate said Diabelle Star, and then here we would go ahead and place the Oak. There are a couple of things that we could do. We could start now, and I think this is probably the better place to start. But we're going to go ahead and activate Deception of the Sinful Spoils here. And then we are going to tribute a monster as cost to search out, Hollowed Azamina. And then we'll activate Hollowed Azamina. And then we are going to reveal this one, Murcielago. Murcielago effect is going to go ahead and get fusion summoned. And then we're going to search. And then we are going to add Wanted. And then here we'll link these 2. And then we'll go into Moon of Closed Heaven. We're going to activate Hollowed, shuffle back the Murcielago to add back to our hand. And then we're going to activate Hollowed Azamina. If our opponent has nothing, we will do Chain Link 2 Wanted. It's going to go ahead and search us out. The Diabelle Star. And then you would go ahead and send the Wanted off of the Hollowed Azamina. And then we will go into our Omni Negate. So now you have Nibiru protection and at least Nibiru Insulation. So now we would proceed with our combo as earlier. Link off the moon, and then we will summon out the Requiem effect, summon out the Crimson effect. It's going to send out the Engraver effect to summon out by shuffling Moon back into the extra deck. We're going to go into a Link 2, and this is just the same as last time, guys. You will literally follow the exact same steps from here. Onto the field, Link 3, Promethean Princess, Flamebird effect. You'll go ahead and summon back the Poplar, and you'll go ahead and summon back the Ash. Promethean Princess effect to summon out the Flamebird, and then we would use Sequence effect in the graveyard to equip itself. Activate Sequence effect, target, and then here we would go, now we're able to go into our Link 2, and we're no longer fire locked because we negated it. And then here we'll go ahead and use these for another Link 2, and we will summon out Silhouette Rabbit, Silhouette Rabbit effect. And then we are gonna go ahead and set Azurine Statue. We'll put it right here. IP Masquerena would be in the Speller Trap Zone here. Now let me show you one more combo. For the last combo I'll showcase is going to be 2-card combo. It's going to be Engraver and Divine Temple. Now this is just a brick. Typically you don't want to see it, but there is a way to get a full combo off of just these 2 cards. I know I've been showcasing combos that you could do with a very important starter like Snake Eye Ash and another very important part, the Azamina engine, but I want to showcase that sometimes you're not going to get that perfect hand, and this is what it could look like if you plan your plays or sequence your plays correctly. To start us off, we'll activate the Engraver and go through the whole Engraver line. Add track, we'll activate track, search Luri, discard Luri, effective Luri, link off Luri, go into Rec effect, summon out Lacrima effect. You have 2 options that you can send here. You could send another copy of Engraver. I don't think that's the right option, but you could just send the Fiendsmith in Paradise, which we will do here. It would actually at least set us up potentially for a turn from now. And then here we'll go ahead and activate Rec effect to equip to the Crimson Tears. Now this is where we would activate the field spell. Typically, you would go ahead and place the Snake Eyes Diabel, but in this situation, to showcase what you can do, we're actually going to go ahead and play Snake Eye Ash. And then here, we're going to go ahead and activate Engraver effect, shuffle back the Luri, summon out the Engraver. Now, this is us including a new card. We're going to contact Fuse using the Snake Eye Ash and the Wreck, just 2 monsters that are in our spell and trap zone. And then we are going to summon out Snake Eyes Doom Dragon. Effect must be either fusion summon or special summon by sending 2 face-up monster cards from your spell and trap zone to the graveyard, which is the Snake Eye Ash and the Wreck, whether they're equipped to something. Now the reason we summoned it out is for this specific reason. We'll go into our link 2 here. We'll go into sequence effect, and we are going to shuffle back the Wreck and then the Engraver and the Lacrima. And then here we are going to summon out the Desiree. Now, the reason we go into the Doom Dragon, because just alone, right, like you can't really do much here. If you didn't have the Doom Dragon, you're just going to a Desiree play. But because we have the Doom Dragon, we have that 3rd piece that we need to go into Promethean Princess. Activate Promethean Princess. Because we did place the Snake Eye Ash, we'll summon out the Snake Eye Ash. We'll go into our Fiend's Snake Eyes line here. We'll go ahead and activate Snake Eye Ash, searching out the Poplar effect into your 4 combo. You'll activate Snake Eye Ash, summon out the Oak effect, summon back the Snake Eye Ash. You will go ahead and activate the Oak, send out the Poplar and the Oak, and you'll summon out the Flamebird. Now, it's really, really important. I know it's tempting to activate Poplar effect here, but it is not worth doing. Trust me. Not yet, at least. Here, you'll go ahead and summon out the Flamebirds. Then you'll go into your Link 2 play, and then you'll summon out IP Masquerena. Then this point, you will activate Flamebird. Specifically, summon out the Poplar because you are going to need it, and then summon out whichever other level 1 fire. And then here, you will go ahead and link these 2 off. You'll go into Silhouette Rabbit effect, Chain Link 1, and then Chain Link 2 is going to be Poplar. Poplar is going to place the Flamebird into the Spell and Trap Zone, and then here you are going to set the Azurine Statue. Now you will go ahead and activate the Sequence effect, and then you will go ahead and equip it to the Desiree. Now, this is a little bit tame compared to, but this is what your M board is going to be looking like. Here we would pass. Now, when our opponent summons, special summon, anything, we're going to get the Flamebird onto the field. And then we'll be able to use Azurine Statue. You have the SP set up with the IP Masquerena. Then you have the Negate. You'll just have a lot of follow-up realistically here. And then you got the Promethean Princess that I've been forgetting this whole time to mention to you guys, that you'll be able to use Promethean Princess here. Again, this is something that you can set up with just the field spell and everything. But that's going to be it for today's video. The deck profile is going to come real soon. I just want to make sure I get the ratios right and making sure I give you what I think it's personally best to be playing in terms of this deck and what not to. But hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for supporting. Peace out, everyone.